Hi everyone around the world, my name is Fraser Brooks, Diamond Affiliate with Sherlock Nation, and welcome to today's special hangout with the corporate team here at Sherlock Nation. It's just literally approaching 5 p.m. here in the UK, which means 9 a.m. Pacific time in the US on this Saturday. So we're going to get straight away and going to get into it as soon as the clock strikes 5. Which is over here in the UK, so just give it a few more minutes. Make those last texts and phone calls and Skype messages to your team. Let them know. Go to sherlocknation.com/hangout to take part in this special webinar. There's amazing updates, but make sure you do not leave early on this hangout. Do not leave before it finishes, because there'll be a special announcement announced at the end of it, where literally towards the end of the webinar as well, the hangout as well. So with that being said, I now have 5 p.m., which is 9 a.m. Pacific time, over in Santa Monica, California. So with that being said, I would like to introduce our CEO and founder, Mr. Michael Wiedder. Michael, are you there?
I'm here, Fraser. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody around the world from Sherlock Nation. We're really excited to be able to share today. This is our first actually corporate Google Hangout. So you'll have to excuse if there's a couple glitches and so forth. It's our first one, but we wanted to try the format and see how it was with regards to sharing around the world. Here's what I'm going to do today, guys. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of information about what happened last year in 2015. I'm going to share a little bit about with you about what's happening in the industry-wide, how Sherlock compares to the rest of the industry with regards to our growth and so forth, and then really what you can expect here in 2016 for the company. So let's go ahead with the slides and get started with the slides. The first thing I want to talk about is what's happening in the direct selling space around the world. And if you look at and this is the latest figures that we have, guys. It comes from 2014, and it breaks it down by continents. And if you can see here, so this was 2014 retail sales. Now, in North America, there was $36 billion in sales. In Western Europe, it was $24 billion. Central and Eastern Europe, $8 billion. Asia and the Pacific has become the biggest continent for direct sales with $81 billion, Africa $1 billion, and South and Central America $31 billion. So together, all total, guys, $182 billion in sales, in retail sales in 2014. Now, the interesting part when you look at this is that the average comp plan pays about 40%. So if you look at and you take 40% of $182 billion and you look at commissions that are being paid out in the field, you're roughly looking at about $81 billion in commissions that are paid out in direct sales. Some people say, there's not a lot of money to be made in direct sales. Well, the reality is, at that figure, it's about $200 million a day being paid out in commissions and direct sales. Next slide, please. And then if you look at the global sales trends, now I'm going to talk about the trends basically in global sales. So in 2014, if you look at it goes from 2011 to 2014, 2011, 158 billion to 2014, 183 billion. So literally, an increase of 6.4% in 2014 from 2013. Next slide, please. And this is, besides the sales, I'm going to also share with you where the total sales force is and what those numbers look like around the world. And again, this is from 2014, the latest figures that we have. North America, 19 million. South and Central America, 14 million. Western Europe, 3.5 million. Africa and the Middle East, 1.5 million. Central and Eastern Europe, 10.5 million. And Asia and the Pacific, again, with 51 million people involved in direct sales. That leaves a total of the population, the world population, in direct sales, go ahead and bring it up here, Fraser, of 99.724 million. So almost 100 million people involved in direct sales in 2014. What's the significance of that? The significance of that is when you look at the world population right now, which is 7.4 billion people, we have a little over 1%, basically, just a little over 1% of the world population involved in direct sales. And why that's significant is we haven't even come close to reaching the tipping point yet with regards to people getting involved in direct sales. If you look at it, there seems to be a trend now towards, being an entrepreneur is sexy now. We've got here in the United States, we've got Shark Tank, you've got the Dragon's Den in the UK. People want to be their own boss. They want to be entrepreneurial. You're looking at Uber and Airbnb, so you're looking at these companies also that are now attracting people that want to have their own business, that are being solopreneurs. So as you look at the growth of network marketing, which we believe is a better way and a better opportunity, especially at the entry point, as you look at the growth of that and you look at the amount of people that are participating, if we just basically in the next 5 years get 10 people each that are involved in network marketing, everybody on this call, everybody in basically, that are network marketers right now, that basically increases it to 10%, which then becomes a tipping point, for network marketing and for the number of people. So our timing, when you look at the timing and you look at the growth in direct sales, you look at the growth in entrepreneurship, and you look at the trends that we're in front of, which I'm going to share with you with Sherlock Nation. Again, our timing is impeccable. Let's talk about 2015 now. I shared with you a little bit about what happened with regards to network marketing and the growth in the industry on the whole. From 2013 to 2015, our company has grown 300%. So, where the industry basically over the last 2 years has grown about 10%, 6.4% last year, we've grown 300% over the last 2 years. And what's the significance of that? If you look at the curve generally with regards to network marketing companies, this is the kind of curve that you can for iconic companies, this is what you can expect. And I use this, if you go back, please, if you go back to the Nu Skin slide, I use Nu Skin as an example. Nu Skin is an iconic company in our industry. In 1984, and Nu Skin started actually in late 1983. From 1984 to 1989, Nu Skin did $40 million in sales. So for the first 5 years, and this is a typical curve that you'll see for the successful companies in network marketing. So for the first 5 years, they got to $40 million in sales. And then what happened in 1990, they went from 40 million to 240 million. So they really went into massive momentum at that time. In 1991, they did 500 million. In 1993, they went to $1 billion. So look at this, guys. From 1989 at 40 million to 1993, in a 4-year time period, they went from 40 million to $1 billion. During that time, they created over 500 millionaires. And many, many, many other people, thousands of people that were making 6 figures plus. So, when you look at it again, the first 5 years in a typical network marketing company are the formulation and concentration phase, where you get your product right, you get your systems right, you really build the foundation for the company, and you prepare for massive momentum. We are ahead of this curve, guys, and so we're looking forward to continuing to be able to drive sales here, and really, over the next several years, get into the massive momentum phase. We've put the foundation together. Our product continues to evolve, and there's never been a better time to get involved with Sherlock Nation. I want to talk a little about the year in review and what we've been able to accomplish, not just sales-wise, but also in building the foundation of the company here. the first thing that we did is we've evolved from not just a shopping application, with Shopping Sherlock, but we've also evolved with different product categories that we've added, and we've now changed our brand. Our brand, because of the evolution, because of everything that we encompass now, we changed our branding and we changed our name to Sherlock Nation. We actually created a new website for Sherlock Nation. And with that website, again, we hired a marketing firm to come out and basically look at everything, look at all our assets, look at our creative. We created a new website with Sherlock Nation that we launched last year as well. We also basically created 3 new movies. And those new movies you can, again, be able to take people to be able to explain the opportunity with Sherlock Nation. So we gave you 3 new movies. We also created a loyalty program. Part of what we're looking to be able to do, to continue to do, is to be able to grow the engagement of our app and the usage of our app with Sherlock Nation. And so one of the things that we did is created a loyalty program and a program with Amazon where when you give the app away or your people give the app away, you get loyalty points, and those loyalty points can then be redeemed for Amazon gift cards. We created Sherlock University. So Sherlock University is part of our learning, what we've done with regards to being able to create an educational program for our reps, not only to learn about how they can do the business better with Sherlock Nation from some of the top people in our company, but also how they can learn to be able to use social media. We've got personal development there with John Maxwell, with a John Maxwell trainer, associated trainer, and the principles of John Maxwell for leadership. So this is all part of what we've done with Sherlock University. You're going to see this continue to grow. And I want to be in a situation where anybody that basically joins Sherlock Nation, they have the ability to be able to use Sherlock University as well. So Tom, go ahead and talk about, go to the next slide, please. So we've also created Sherlock Travel. With Sherlock Travel, we're basically we've created a travel platform. This is a member-only platform that allows the Sherlock affiliates to be able to get great deals on products and services. These deals, and we've got some incredible saving stories that have already happened with us, and you're going to see the Sherlock Travel platform continue to grow. Travel is a very important industry here on the internet. The travel industry has been completely disrupted by the internet. You've seen a lot of travel companies that have also come into play here in the network marketing space. Our travel deals are comparable or better than those travel companies that all they do is they specialize in travel on the internet. So whether you're looking at, and you're going to see this also continue to evolve. And again, we've got some great saving stories on hotels and car rentals and all kinds of things and discounts from our travel platform that we will continue to share. We're really excited about our Sherlock Travel platform. Sherlock Local. We basically have launched Sherlock Local. We launched this in September. Sherlock Local is our program to help small businesses go mobile and reach more customers. And there's a number of different reasons that we love Sherlock Local. First and foremost, what Sherlock Local does is it allows those small businesses to create coupons, discounts, and specials and deliver them over the mobile phone, and it's geolocation based. So you could be in any city around the world and see what small businesses are offering discounts to your customers and to you. It's free for the small business to be able to get involved, and when people go in and they use the vouchers and they procure the discounts from Sherlock Local, you make money. And if you if you brought the business in for free, and anybody basically from Sherlock, whether you gave the app away or not, anybody goes in to be able to procure that deal, you make commissions. And if you gave the app away to somebody and they go into that business, you also make a percentage of those commissions as well. Sherlock Local is something that we're continuing to evolve and work on. And so we've got really the next iteration of Sherlock Local that's also going to be coming out in the month of February. But again, what it does is it builds the value of the app. It drives the engagement of your customers, which will also drive your usage income. It's something that we're really excited about. More and more companies, as they see what's happening in e-commerce, as they see what's happening in mobile, are looking at ways that they can get involved, and Sherlock Local is the perfect product for them as well. Sherlock Fundraising. This is another program that we came out with for churches, organizations, and causes, allowing them to be able to raise money from their donors and their supporters as well. Next slide, please. Then we also came out with the new ranks. Here's what we looked at, guys. We looked at, and the reason that we came out with the new ranks is we looked at how do we get somebody here involved with the company. How do we start recognizing them early on? That's our STAR program that we came out with, the Sherlock STAR. And then we also knew that we had, the jump from global to diamond was a significant jump, and we wanted to make it easier for people to become diamond. So we created the diamond position, a double diamond position, a triple diamond position, and then our top position, which is black diamond. So we came out with new ranks to be able to better take people along the path to success with Sherlock Nation. We created basically a new back office. The new back office, we created a mobile-friendly version of the back office. We also have, to go along with our web version, to help you better manage the business. And for globals and above, we created what's called the pair system, which allows the globals to be able to manage their entire organization as well. So this is a complete tracking program, guys, to be able to track your business, your global business, to not only be able to show your growth, but also as you procure customers, it also allows you to be able to track those customers and to track your team as your team continues to evolve, so you know who you need to work with and so forth. It also, who your upcoming stars are. It also shows you, in the back office there, how to brand. You can brand your Sherlock that you give out as well with your brand. If you've got a small business or whatever, you can brand it for your small business, offer deals and so forth through that small business. So we're really excited about the back office. Again, that's all for the fee, for our monthly subscription fee. It's all included in it. Really, where can you run a business, guys, when you look at it for less than $50 a month, and you're able to run a worldwide business, and we do all the tracking for you. Also, new bonus pools. One of the things that we've done is we looked at, for new people getting involved in our industry, how do you create an income for them as quickly as possible? So we created the cab bonus. And then we also, and the cab bonus, just to let you know, so the cab bonus now has been, we've been running it for, and paying it out for almost 2 months now. And the cab bonuses are averaging about $140 a week per share is what the average has been so far. And the cab bonus, guys, all you need to do is get 2 new affiliates, in a week, and 2 new customers, and have those 2 new affiliates just get 2 new customers in 30 days, and you get the cab bonus. So in essence, $140 for the cab bonus. You get $100 on the fast start bonus with that if you bring in 2 people. That's $240. That pretty much almost pays for the initial cost with shopping, initial product cost with shopping with Sherlock Nation at $279. You can have people basically recoup their initial cost literally in the first week and be, profitable and making money because of the new cab bonus. We also introduced the new diamond pool for the diamonds, where they get a percentage of the revenues on a monthly basis goes to the diamond, into the diamond pools, to be able to reward the diamonds based on the success of the company and the success of Sherlock Nation. This is over and above, guys, the equity program that we have also with the company, being able to give globals and above equity in the company so that they have ownership also in Sherlock Nation. I'm going to talk a little bit. So those were the things that we really accomplished in 2015. So when you look at it and you basically look at the growth that we've had, you look at the new website, you look at the new product categories that we came out with, you look at the new bonus, the new ranks that we came out with, you look at the new bonuses that we came out with. The company made a lot of progress in 2015. And again, I want to take this back to what we shared with you with regards to Nu Skin. When you saw the formulation and concentration phase that generally is a 5-year time period, guys, we're there in 3.5 years, basically. So we've accomplished all this in 3.5 years. We're ahead of the curve. And when you look at what we're going to be delivering here in the first quarter of 2016, I believe that by our 4-year anniversary, we will actually be there with regards to everything that we need to prepare this company and prepare you for massive momentum. So let's move on, please. First, I want to share with you one of the reasons that we're so excited and why you should be excited as well. If you look at what happened in e-commerce in 2015, it went to $1.67 trillion. It grew by, you've got $1 trillion industry, guys, that's growing by more than 20% a year. And look at what the projection is. By 2019, they project that online purchases will more than double to $3.5 trillion. I want you to really understand the growth here and what's happening. And, when you look at that, can you go back a slide, please, Fraser, before you go into that? Here's what I want you guys to understand. The automobile industry, and if you look at the automobile industry, guys, the automobile industry, it took 100 years to get to $1 trillion in sales. 100 years to get to $1 trillion in sales. With all the growth that you're seeing, for example, in China and India and other parts of the world where you've got a rising middle class and people that are now starting to be able to purchase cars, you're seeing a growth rate in the automobile industry that's between 3% and 4% per year. We were able to get to $1 trillion in e-commerce in literally 11 years it took to get to $1 trillion in 2011. And look at the growth, guys. It's still growing at 20% per year and looking to double again by 2019. And let's look at where the growth is coming from with regards to e-commerce. If you look at the top 10 regions in the world for e-commerce, you've got the USA, which is $350 billion. You've got Canada at $26 billion. You've got the UK at $100 billion. Germany at $61 billion. France at $42 billion. You've got China at $672 billion. Look at the growth rate in China alone last year, guys. It grew 42% in China last year. Japan, Australia. So this is where the e-commerce around the world is coming from. And if you look at, again, in business, it's about getting in front of the right trends at the right time and then being able to execute. And what's one of the things that's basically fueling the growth in e-commerce? It's the growth of what's happening in mobile. And so those are some of the things. If you look at the company and you look at where we're focused right now, it's on our mobile product. Our goal with this company is to become the mobile company in the network marketing industry. So when they look at network marketing, and again, you've got health and nutrition, you've got skincare, you've got all these different categories really in network marketing. We're looking to dominate the category as the mobile company. Look what's happening in the mobile commerce space, guys. An average consumer spends 220 minutes a day on their mobile devices daily. That's almost 4 hours a day on their mobile devices. And if you look at it, and again, I always relay this study that was done on college campuses in the U.S., and college-age girls in the U.S. right now are averaging 10.5 hours a day on their mobile phone. So the millennials are, when you look at this and you look at 220 million minutes, the reality is the millennials are spending much more time than this on their mobile phones. So, if you look at, U.S. e-commerce sales, 30% are driven through mobile. Mobile sales last year from 2014 to 2015 grew 39% in 1 year. And what's fueling that? Let me give you an example. Alibaba, for example, just reported their quarterly earnings. And Alibaba in the last quarter, which was October, November, and December of 2015, had an increase of 34 million people that bought products from Alibaba over their mobile phones. That's 34 million new mobile phone buyers or mobile commerce buyers in 1 quarter, guys, for Alibaba, one company. If you look at Facebook, I use Facebook as another example. In May of 2012, Facebook had 0 advertising coming from mobile. But what they were seeing was that more and more people were starting to access Facebook through their mobile phones. So Mark Zuckerberg at the time decided, this is a trend that's going to continue to happen. We're going to optimize our app, our social network, Facebook, for mobile users, and we are going to become a mobile company. And he made that decision in May of 2012. Here we are, guys, literally 3 years later. So their last quarter, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook reported their results. 80% of their revenue is now coming from the mobile device, from mobile advertising. And Facebook, to let you know, in 2016 is projected to do $30 billion in revenue, with 80% plus now coming from their mobile devices. So when you talk about growth and you look at e-commerce and you look at what's fueling e-commerce, which is the growth in mobile, we're already past the tipping point. And this is where Sherlock Nation will continue to shine. We are going to continue to work and improve on our mobile phone to be able to give you the best product out there, to be able to make it simple and easy for people to be able to find the best deals on products and services. And again, one of the advantages that we have, we're not in a situation where we've got a product that we manufacture that we have to mark up 7 times to be able to pay out 40% in commissions to the field. Our product helps people save time and money on products and services that they're buying anyway. You give our product away for free. You make money as people benefit, and you build a team of people that do the same thing. These are our expansion plans, just to let you know, for 2016, what we're looking to be able to do. So these are the areas that we're going to be concentrating on. The first one is Latin and South America. We're in process right now of forming a Colombian corporation. I've signed all the papers. We have an attorney out there. It should be up and running. The corporation should be up and running in the next week or so. So we're going to form a Colombian corporation to be able to facilitate our expansion into Latin and South America. We're doing the same thing in Africa. We're forming an African corporation as well to be able to open local bank accounts out there and better serve the people in Africa. And also Asia. You have seen, as I've shared with you, the growth in the Asian market, both in network marketing as well as in e-commerce and mobile. It's been staggering growth. We have not even scratched the surface yet with regards to Asia and the potential in Asia. So in 2016, you're going to also see further expansion into Asia that we're really excited about. Also, these are the things that are coming really in the next 2 months that you're going to see from corporate. The first one that you're going to see, the first thing that you're going to see is basically an improved user experience with our app. And Thomas, are you on, Thomas? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. How do I sound?
You sound great. So I'm going to let our CTO, Thomas Bang, talk a little bit more about, from a technology standpoint, some of the things that you're seeing and some of the things that we're working on here right now that you're going to see in the next couple months here delivered from corporate. So go ahead, Thomas.
Okay, great. Hello around the world. Let's just go through these slides, and then I'll give a little brief overview as to what we've been focused on in the past several months. So, yeah, with this new coming year, actually we're already into the new year. The past 4 months we've actually been very focused on what I believe, and it's actually not even a belief but a fact, that if we can get our Sherlock app improved in the user experience, establishing more affiliate relationships around the world that are going to funnel in their deals into our app, it's basically game over with, not essentially game over, but you're going to see the success that Michael has been telling you about these past several years. So, I mean, the improved user experience, go to the next slide. We are going to have, it's already been worked out, but we have an improved invite system. Since we launched this app roughly about 18 months ago, we've been getting in feedback as to what's been working, what's not. And, we're going to release more information once we actually start getting closer to the delivery date. But our invite system is very, very easy to use. Very simple. Go to the next slide. And I said before, establishing more global affiliate partnerships around the world, that's going to be the key to our success. As much as we can have the best user experience, we can have the best invite system, without those key deals, without being the best price provider for any deals or services that people are looking for, the app's not going to really be that successful. We need to have those global affiliates, and we're going to expand on those as we speak moving forward. So go to the next slide. Another new feature that we're looking to actually incorporate into our app is the coupons feature. A company out here based out of the US, it's an award-winning company. For those of you that are familiar, they're called Retail Me Not. That's something similar that we're going to be incorporating into our app. So coupons is a big sector that we haven't really touched on, but this is a new feature that we're going to be rolling out later this quarter. Next slide. Another thing that we're going to be incorporating is, once the app is launched, the next focus is really to monetize on the usage of our app. Besides sales on our apps, another channel that we can advertise or we can use is advertisements, so mobile advertisements, typically paid by like PPCs, which is pay-per-clicks, or pay-per impressions every time they show it. Our focus really, once the app is launched, is to think about ways of increasing your usage income to really reach that $4 mark per user that signs up for the app. So advertisement is definitely the way to go. That's, as Michael mentioned earlier, Facebook's mobile ads has generated tons of revenues for them, and we're going to be following the same business model for that as well. Next slide. Social media. Now, this is more of not really our app, but we've actually been improving our social media communications. Michael, did you want to touch base on this?
I do. So I appreciate it, Thomas. And the one thing, guys, that I want to talk about again, and what Thomas has been talking about with the improvements on our app, both from a user experience to make it simple, easy to be able to use, as well as being able to add additional features and functionalities like the couponing, bringing in a mobile advertising network to be able to help with the usage income as well. This is our future, guys. And if you look at it, it's interesting. Before I get into the social media and communication, For those of you, the whole mobile industry and what's happening is growing so rapidly, and the development of the mobile phones. For example, I had the 5S, the iPhone 5S here, and just recently, probably about 3 months ago, I upgraded to the 6S. And just the difference that you're seeing now in technology, in the use of the mobile phone, almost with every iteration, every year now, it's absolutely amazing. In fact, when you look at it, there are many people right now that are running and have the ability, through this little device now, have the ability to be able to run a worldwide business right from your mobile phone. And it's only going to get easier and better and more efficient to be able to do that. And we've positioned Sherlock Nation squarely in front of that trend and giving you guys the ability to be able to participate. Because let's face it, even with Facebook, and I continue to mention this, the reality is Zuckerberg built the platform for Facebook, but we're the ones that built Facebook. We invited our friends to be able to come and join Facebook. We're the ones that put up the pictures and the content and everything else that drives people back to Facebook, and Facebook monetizes on that. And who makes the money? Zuckerberg, the employees, the investors, basically, are the ones that make the money. What we've done is we've created an app that allows you to be able to save time and money on products and services that you're getting anyway, as well as additional products and services through Sherlock Local and other means, and you're the one that's able to make the money on that. So just for sharing the app. So we're really excited about that. Part of the social media communication that we have, we hired somebody last year to be able to do all our social media communication and recognition as well. You're now going to be seeing more emphasis on our social media. You're going to be seeing more emphasis on the notifications and the recognition that we do, not only to our affiliates around the world through social media, but also you're going to be seeing it in via email and so forth. We've just started our recognition programs where, if you have somebody, for example, that becomes a star or global, you're going to, not only do they get a notification on that, on the rank advancements, but then the sponsor gets the notification, the upline global, whenever they get bonuses, and now on the customer acquisition bonuses as well, you're going to see notifications continue to go out. So we've automated all those features so it happens automatically. So what I'm asking for you guys actually is that when you see one of your people rank advance or get a bonus, go ahead and share it on social media. Share it with everybody, and we can help to expand the recognition that way as well. So we're really excited about that too. Next slide, please. I want to talk a little bit about, the business value of Sherlock. The reality is that it's $279 is really what the fee is, the product fee, the initial purchase, to have a worldwide business. Now, and one of the great things about Sherlock is that it pays you residual income. So as you build your sales team and as they do sales and as your team gives away the app, you build a residual income. What's that worth in the market to have a residual income? I can tell you that if you're going to put, for example, $500,000 in the bank right now, you're going to make probably 1.5%, if you're lucky, 1.5% on interest, depending on the account, at $500,000. 1.5% on that basically comes out to about $7,500 a year on $500,000, or a little under, about $625 a month in residual income. What's that worth to have a business that pays you residual income? What the value that we put on that? Go ahead, Fraser. If you just basically put that, go in, is $1,000, and we're being very conservative on that. No geographic limitations. I will tell you that one of the things that you're looking at, if you're looking at, for example, a franchise or opening your own business, If a franchise, you're actually paying a franchise fee so that you get a guarantee of a geographic, a geographic area. That geographic area on the franchise is usually somewhere around 15 to 25,000 households. So you are limited. You're buying the ability to be able to have, that franchise in that space. If it's a McDonald's, for example, you don't even get that. You're literally spending, way over $1 million but generally you're looking at 15 to 25,000 households. With our program, you can build a business anywhere in the world. There are no geographic limitations with a network market, with the Sherlock Nation. Even if you were looking at opening a business, and looking at investing 50 to 100,000 to open a small business in your area, again, you're only going to pull in the customers usually from that area. So no geographic limitations, $1,000. Mentors, being able to have people that are successful in this business to be able to help to guide you and support you along your way, $2,000. Grow without hiring employees. With Sherlock, you don't have to deal with hiring and managing employees. You don't have to deal with employee taxes. You don't have to deal with any of the pains associated with hiring and managing and having to pay taxes and accounting and so forth for with employees. If you look at the value of that, again, the people that you bring in are independent contractors, so you don't have to deal with that. We put a value of $5,000 on that. Covering the capital investment, covering the legal as we look to be able to expand around the world, not having to do any product development, the research, the payroll, the inventory, everything that's associated with running a business. Sherlock Nation covers all of that, and your fee basically for part of the covering that is literally under $50 a month, which comes out to a little more than $1 a day, which is less than a cup of coffee a day, and we take care of that for you. So that's $5,000. When you look at the total, guys, and the Sherlock business value, the total is $14,000 plus in total value with regards to having a Sherlock business. And what's your cost? It's $279.49 a month. Next slide, please. This is something that we're really excited about. One of the things that we look to do with Sherlock is build a culture within our company, not only to be able to help people be financially secure and be able to take care of whatever that means to you, whether it means being able to pay some additional bills on a monthly basis, whether it means becoming debt-free, whether it means making a significant full-time life-changing income. Sherlock is the vehicle for you to be able to do that. But one of the other things that we do is we believe that we also want to build a culture within the company. Last year we did the Caribbean cruise that went to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. This year we've got the Greek island cruise, guys. In June we are going to be leaving from Venice and doing a 7-day cruise around the Greek islands. You're looking at a picture of Santorini here. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. We've got about 25 cabins left for this, so you need to go to SherlockNation.com and go and register for the cruise, guys. It's really a once-in-a-lifetime bucket trip, and the memories that you're going to get and the ability to be able to meet people from all around the world that are part of the Sherlock business it really is, like I said, a once-in-a-lifetime trip. We're looking forward to seeing you guys. If you have not registered, please go to Sherlock Nation and register for the Greek island cruise as well. Next slide, please. Here's the thing one of the things that I also wanted to announce here, and really one of the main reasons for the Google Hangout today, we have now also announced an opportunity and a program that will allow you to never have to pay a monthly subscription fee again. And we call it the Get For and Pay No More. And it actually is retroactive back to February 1st, guys. And here's the way that it works. All you need to do from February 1st on is get 4 new affiliates that each pay their monthly subscription, and your following month's subscription is waived. So as long as you have 4 people starting from February 1st, new people, that are paying their monthly subscription, your subscription is free. Now, if one of those 4 basically also gets 4 and they pay no more, then you've got to replace them. If one of them goes off their monthly subscription fee, then you've got to replace them. But as long as you have 4 affiliates starting from February 1st that have actually paid their monthly subscription, your following month is free. So, you know, when you talk about how much better can it get, guys, now we've got the ability to be able to get 4 and pay no more, so that there's no more ongoing monthly subscription, and your total business will be free from that point on. And again, when you look at everything that we provide you to be able to run your business, and then have the ability to get that monthly subscription for free, we're really excited about this program. I believe that this program is going to sweep the world here and really drive Sherlock again into another momentum phase here. But we're really excited about this. It's a get 4, pay no more. You're going to see some additional information. Alan Platt did a great little video about this, so you're going to see that also. I'm going to probably send that out in an email to the entire group here. And then you'll see it in Sherlock University that also explains it. But this is something that we're really excited about. And again, it's retroactive, guys. Get 4, pay no more program, where if you got 4 people on monthly subscription, yours is free the following month. So with that, I want to thank everybody basically for their time today. This is our first Google Hangout. You're going to see also it's going to be taped. So you're going to see it on our Google Hangout channel. And everything actually, you know, went pretty smooth here today, so with the technology and so forth. So thank everybody. And again, guys, you know, I will tell you, if you want 2016 to be different than 2015 for you, you know, it's up to you. You have everything in place right now with Sherlock Nation to be able to completely change your financial lives this year in 2016. Let's together make 2016 your best year ever. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to talking again soon. Thank you. Thank you, Fraser.
Thanks. Good evening. Bye-bye, guys.